The fence appeared like a scar across the morning mist, fresh pine planks blocking the worn footpath I'd walked since childhood. A laminated sign swung from the gate, "Private HOA property, no trespassing." My cabin had stood in these Tennessee foothills for 3 generations, cedar walls weathered silver by mountain storms, tin roof singing with rain, and below, threading through limestone and laurel, the spring-fed creek where my mother's patient hands had taught me to read water for trout. Then the developers came. They called their creation Mountain Vista Estates, glass and steel monuments to wealth perched on manicured slopes. Marketing materials promised exclusive creek views and pristine natural amenities. What they actually delivered was contempt for the weathered cabin that interrupted their fantasy of wilderness without wildness. I was the flaw in their Instagram-perfect landscape. When I confronted the HOA board, they performed civility like a rehearsed play. The creek was now community-controlled for safety and liability, they explained. Liability, as if generations of my family had somehow survived that dangerous water through sheer luck. I slid my property deed across their polished conference cable. The board president barely glanced at it. "Our master plan supersedes individual claims," he said, smiling like he'd just explained gravity to a child. What he didn't know, I'd already read every word of their subdivision approval. While they'd been selecting granite countertops, I'd been studying county drainage permits. My land wasn't just adjacent to their development, it was essential to it. That creek they'd claimed, their entire storm runoff system depended on waterway access explicitly guaranteed through my property. My deed included perpetual riparian rights, recorded and ironclad. The county had listed my land as the legal maintenance corridor. They'd built their empire on my foundation, then tried to lock me out of my own inheritance. I didn't argue further. I filed a compliance complaint with the county water authority. 3 weeks later, the county's order arrived: immediate fence removal, permanent public access easements at HOA expense, and trail reconstruction to specifications I would approve. Engineering fees, legal penalties, environmental remediation costs. Homeowners' dues doubled overnight. Angry residents flooded board meetings demanding accountability. The board president submitted his resignation the same afternoon the fence finally came down. Now I fish that creek at sunset, watching light dance on water that's always been mine. The glass houses pretend I'm invisible, but their monthly statements remember everything.